I'm gonna do a few different things just for the heck of it, and we'll see how things go. We'll see. If it doesn't go great, then it doesn't go great. Hey everybody, today I'm going to be setting my bullet journal up for the month of July. I'm doing this a little bit early in June because of vacations and things like that, but I was going to say I'm excited, but I'm not. I'm really stressed out. If everything went to plan, yesterday was my Power Sheets check-in, and if you watch that, you might have seen exactly how stressed out I've been and how stressed out I am. This next month, there are two big things hovering over my head. One of those is my surgery on my fistula, and there'll be a video link down below to talk about why I'm doing that. And then there is also my book being finished. Like, this is the month where my deadline is to get everything done. So because of those things, I have a lot of work to do in the first half of the month so that the second half of the month I can recover from my surgery. My surgery falls on the 16th. In the time before that, I have to finish the book, most likely, and get a bunch of work done so that I won't have to worry about it while I'm recovering, and write a sermon, and my kids are going to camp. So it's going to be an intense July. So I'm just going to get set up now. I'm going to do a few different things just for the heck of it, and we'll see how things go. We'll see. If it doesn't go great, then it doesn't go great. The first thing I'm going to do is put in my book tracker. The tracker is not for books I'm reading. Actually, the tracker is for finishing the book. It's for 2-page spreads, and I should have, if everything gets wrapped up this month the way it's supposed to be, I should have 21 spreads left to finish. So I'm going to draw that in right now. And I am currently using the Tombow Mono drawing pens. This is the 03, but I've also got the 05 and the 01 on standby. Just reconnecting with my love of these. Okay, there's 21 books. I'm going to dress this up with some colors. I should add, this is an Archer and Olive notebook with the nice thick paper. These are the colors I'm using this month. I'm actually using the Mayflowers Simply Gilded box. It's the one that has these like honey and pink color washi tapes with the little bees. And I'm actually going to draw a couple of bees here and there because I'm thinking if I do a little lighthearted fun in my bullet journal, maybe that will help me not be so goddamn stressed out. And I think I'm actually going to slap some washi tape down too. Maybe this golden one. It's a little fancier than I've gotten recently, but I am just so stressed out that this is soothing to me. And like I have said, the reason I wasn't doing anything like extra in my bullet journal was because it was not serving a purpose. It was just there because I felt like I had to. And so I didn't want to do it if I wasn't going to get anything out of it. And if I'm getting a little bit of relaxation out of it, doing it right now, then shit, I'm taking it. So here is my July focus. It's get your shit done, basically in the first half of July, and then get your recovery done. And I drew a couple more bees. I'm liking this. It's a little fancier. Here's the beginning of June. Here's the beginning of July, but you know what? I'm enjoying it so far. So next we have intentions, my intentions list. Oh, forgot to put the tab. This is the Avery tabs. They sent these to me a long ass time ago, and I've been enjoying using them. Now for my intentions list and my challenges, the only difference on these pages is that I am going to put some washi down, and otherwise it's going to be set up the exact same way. It feels good to be adding more washi tape. Maybe this is something I'm going to stick with for a while. I don't know. I just don't know. All right, so I'm not going to put all my intentions in until I get to the 1st of July, but these are some things I know have to get done, including finishing my book. I didn't draw the box I've been drawing. I don't want to be put in a box. You can't put me in a box. And I'm going to take my lettering challenge, which should be up already in the Facebook group, Llamas Love Lettering, and on my Instagram at Llama Letters. It's actually Lion King themed in celebration of the movie coming out this next month. I'll let you guys know while I'm setting this up. Like, I am stressed out. I mean, I know I've said that, but like, I don't know how much I can emphasize this to you. I am super stressed. And I think it's the combination of stress about the surgery itself. The first surgery on my fistula was really painful and the recovery was harder than I expected. And this is going to be a pretty big and like long incision. So there's that. But there's also, you know, this like getting this book finished. You know, it's a big deal and it's the biggest like project like this I've ever undertaken, and I'm frazzled about that. And then I'm also just concerned about like staying on top of my life. You know, like it feels very hectic right now. Like my shit's flying apart at the seams. And I was really looking forward to having a really fun and constructive summer, and that's not how it's been turning out. So maybe it's a combination of the like very practical fears of not finishing my book, of having painful recovery, and then the more esoteric fear of I was hoping for one thing and what I got was totally different. I don't know if that's a thing. I mean, I'm sure it is a thing. Is that a thing you've dealt with before? This idea of like being stressed out that things aren't turning out the way you expected them to? I don't know, man. I just don't know. All right, now instead of drawing a box in to go with the washi tape theme, I'm just going to run washi along the top and the bottom and doodle within that for my doodle challenge. Actually, I think I'm going to use this same one again because I really like it. This is actually going to afford me less space, a little less space to doodle than usual. Like one of the things I've tried to talk about when doing my planner and my bullet journal videos is my reality, right? That's been one of the things I've tried to emphasize. So this is going to be for my doodles. And then the last spread I'm going to be doing is actually one that is specifically meant for July and getting ready. One of my goals this month is to be all set up for stuff for YouTube and the podcast for the time I am recovering, basically through the end of July from the 16th. I worked it out. That's about 7 videos and 3 podcasts. So what I want to do is just build a spread here with all of these where I can write the title. Is it done? Is it scheduled? And just knock it off so that, you know, kind of similar to the book, this situation, if I can have something that I see filled in, it's going to make me feel good about myself. And so I'm going to take the same pink one back again, and I'm going to draw this shit in. So I'm not going to draw all these in. I'm going to just put these stickers down from the Happy Planner because why not use them up? Like I said, I really want my bullet journal, my planner videos to really show you like my real life, my real self as things are happening, as my life is happening. Because I feel like when you just see a bunch of stickers and a bunch of people talking about how fancy they are, actually, if I do 8 videos, that'll get me to the end of July. Let's do 8 videos. Maybe that's a stretch goal, but is that crooked? Probably. If I just showed you the happy shit and the like people talk about like only bring your positive self to the internet. People don't want to see your depressing side or whatever, but I call bullshit on that. I'm a call that's backwards. Oh, I see. They go different directions. Okay. So confused. I call bullshit on the idea that we only want to bring our like I get why some people would want to do that, and I'm not going to fault them for it, but I don't think that that's the way everybody should be, because if all we ever show is our positive sides and never show the hard parts or the messy parts or the difficult parts or the petty parts or any of the other parts, then people start to think that all you are is positive parts. And then you have to be like, well, let me remind you, I'm a real human and I also have feelings. And then they wonder why people react a certain way when you start showing things that might be deemed more negative. Like, I'm not ranting about anybody in specific. This isn't a rant about anybody specifically. This is kind of just a tangent that I'm going on as I'm trying to lay my stickers down at least somewhat straight. It just bums me out. And so I try to show that, but I worry that if I make too many videos this next month, you guys are going to get a lot of the like upset, stressed out, grumpy side of me and not a lot of the like funny, you know, wacky side of me that I usually have, because I'm not feeling that way. I'm going to use these hexagons for the podcast. If I do 4 podcasts, where will that bring me? I'm going to put 4 podcasts as a stretch goal. What does this have to do with anything, you might ask? Well, Really, the reason I'm thinking about it is because I am worried that when I start filming and getting ready for my recovery period, that I am going to be in a really like rough place mentally, and I don't want the theme of all of my videos to be a super downer, whether or not that's how I'm feeling. Even though I like to show how I'm feeling at any given moment, there seems to be a point where it's like, fuck, dude, like, could you like give it a rest just for a little bit, you know? And so, I don't know. Maybe I just want to hear from you guys in the comments what you think about all of this in general. Now, what I'm going to do is put in the corner, or like above each of these or in the corner or somewhere, the dates for each of these, and that way I can track them. Damn it. Wrong date. I can't tell. I mean, technically it's my posting schedule, so I can do whatever I want, but I'm good. And there it is. There's my spread, one for each of the videos. And there's a couple of videos and a couple of podcasts that are kind of stretch goals, but I think this is going to just about do it for my setup. So I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you set up a bullet journal, what is your theme for July? And if you don't set up a bullet journal, what kind of color scheme or stickers or whatever, is there something you're going to be doing in your planner this July, whether for a week or the whole month, that you're excited? I really love using these colors. They're a little bit different than what I usually use, and I'm enjoying them so far. I didn't draw any bees on either of these, but that's okay. Bees on these and the bee's knees. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.